Well, gather round, ye people, a story I will tell about forgotten heroes you all should know so well. So grab yourself a seat and pour yourself some ale. It's time for Forgotten Tales.
Okay, cool. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Let me make all the noise real quick. I gotta make first.
Yeah, get that out, get out of the way.
Wait. Top. Okay. And I brought you, Brian.
Oh, you brought your snacks with you?
Yeah, the loudest ones.
Good. Glad to hear it. Yeah. Well, all right, here we go. Yeah, hello and welcome to Forgotten Tales of the Forgotten Realms. My name is Johnny, and I will be your dungeon master for this evening. Your gracious and humble dungeon master who's not going to try to kill you in any way tonight. But joining me via magical scrying orb tonight, he's stubborn and surly, and he likes the girlies. It's Targillian Strongheart, dwarf fighter.
What is this place? What? We're floating heads. Whoa.
And he's a master of the arcane who looks just a little bit insane. It's Wanjik Gnome Wizard. And then, oh, I see you're unmuted. Are you going to say something?
No, nothing important.
It's always important. Okay. And then his lyrics will make you spiral, but be careful, his music is not the only thing that's gone viral. It's Ivrid Heolith, half-elven bard. So I wanted to, especially for you, Danny, I wanted to kind of recap what's happened since from the beginning, but very briefly, just so you have a little bit of a context for what's happening during today's game.
Okay.
So if you think back to the very, very first session for Forgotten Tales, the Forgotten Realms, you had been hired by the Mass Lords of Waterdeep to defeat that Minotaur Lich, and then you also defeated the White Dragon, which of course you remember.
Mm-hmm.
And so stories of your group started to spread across the realms after that. People started calling you all the Forgotten because you came out of nowhere like heroes from a forgotten tale. This also has attracted the negative attention of a group called the Enduring, a cult who believes the secret to eternal life is to exist undead, saying the future belongs to those that endure. The Enduring is led by a mysterious hooded figure whose name you recently discovered is Erasmus Servetus. You don't know why, but they've been frequently attacking the Forgotten. They seem to have aligned themselves against the Forgotten for whatever reason. And so currently, you all are in Candlekeep, which I have here up on the screen, home to the largest library in Faerun. And entrance into Candlekeep is not easy. You must present the Avowed with a book, and preferably a book that they don't have in their possession already, which is pretty difficult to do, or something that they're still interested in having. But that's how you get in. And even once you're in, you don't even get to go to the Grand Library unless you're somebody very special. You have to hang out in the Court of Air and go to the Pillars of Pedagogy and hang out there and have books brought to you. But the Forgotten, after assisting the Avowed with preventing a massive war between dragons and giants, they received the rare opportunity to purchase real estate within the keep. And so the tavern, Drifter's Hollow, doubles as the headquarters of the Forgotten, where intellectuals come and drunkenly spill the information and spill their guts about research that they've done on artifacts and lost treasures and things like that. So that's kind of where we're at right now. And it's been probably a month since the last adventure at the summer camp that you were at. And so what I wanted to start with is kind of seeing if it's been about a month since then, what your characters have been up to during that time. And whoever wants to start can start first.
Yeah, I can start. So, Juan, having kind of been inspired a little bit for some reason by that asshole druid that you guys ran across, has gotten to a bit of potion making and learning how to make potions. And so he's been trying to get into herbalism and specifically learning how to make healing potions. He's been very much a attack with the evocation kind of wizard.
Yeah.
Long as you should up and ask him questions later, but he thinks he needs to participate more in helping out the party. So he's trying to learn. Hasn't quite learned how to do it yet, but he's working on learning how to make healing potions and things of that nature. So
That's pretty helpful.
getting into a bit of potionry. It's all
Nice.
logic.
I like it. Okay, very cool. Let's go to Targillian. What's Targillian been doing for the last month since summer camp?
Boy, I don't think he's been doing much of anything.
Okay.
Really.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, he's just been kind of hanging out, avoiding reading books.
Which is hard to do
Yeah,
in
he's
a
not
place
been,
like
he's not been
Candlekeep.
doing much. Just kind of living the life, relaxing, all cool and that.
Playing some b-ball outside school.
Yup.
Yep, cool. All right. And then Ivorad. What's Ivorad been up to over the past month or so?
I've been taking advantage of having this library within reach and trying to write a magnum opus, grabbing any musician that comes into the bar and
Mhm.
trying to see if they're worth joining the band.
Nice. Okay, very cool. Probably don't get a lot of musicians or bards in very often, I'm sure, but
Because he keeps scaring them away, grabbing them every time they come in. Get your hands off me!
okay, cool. Well, sounds good. So let me pull up where you guys are right now. So here's Drifter's Hollow. And it's
Oh, yes.
yeah, here's our tavern. So you all are currently hanging out at Drifter's Hollow, and when you had come back to the tavern after whatever you've been doing over the past several weeks, you found the tavern closed, and there was a sign on the door, clearly in Woodam's handwriting, that said, "Gone looking for invisible islands." And the tavern is empty, night has fallen, and so inside the tavern at night, what's everyone doing currently?
Oh, we are inside. Okay, we didn't get locked out.
Oh, you have the keys. Yeah, you're good.
I don't have the keys. Who has the keys?
Somebody has keys. I'll say Juan probably would have the keys out of the three of you.
Targillian is just kind of keeping his distance from one Jick, whatever he's doing in there. He's a little creeped out by that guy.
So in that case, what's
He's
Juan?
terrifying.
What's Juan Chick doing?
Juan's probably up in the library studying various scrolls and things like that, trying to learn more magic.
Yeah, that puts me at the bar.
That's what I
Sounds
figured.
about right.
Okay, I've read. Where are you at?
Probably off in like whatever my private space is, like working on lyrics.
Okay, let's put you in one of these rooms here. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I forgot. The only one I really have to move is Targillian. Cool. Yeah, so Juan Jake, anything specific you're checking out there in the library?
Reading up on trying to find things on herbs, on
Okay.
plant life, on things like that. Trying to see what's around. Looking at the things that some notes he took that Eirik gave him on some of the foraging plant life that he's found out and about. Trying to just kind of pick up on what's around and what he can do. It's a part of the magical arts he's not really delved into before, so he's excited to learn more because he book knowledge is how he does his spells. So but it's kind of they're not really spells so much as they are, chemistry and cooking. So
Okay.
it's a new venture for him. So
Gotcha. Okay. Very cool. It seems like a pretty quiet night there. Everyone's off to kind of doing their own thing. We got Ivored coming up with some music in his room, and I'm sure the sound of his lute is kind of gently making its way into the library as you're studying Juan. And Targillion, you're down in the tavern area, just enjoying a drink by yourself.
He's pouring different beers into each other in different levels.
Yeah, sounds
he's
great.
trying to science it out, but really he's just mixing all the beer together.
Sounds really great. Good. Yeah. Cool. Well, so that's what you all are doing currently when all of a sudden you hear a crash, a really loud crash coming from the basement area that's underneath the kitchen.
It's that dog. It's that not dog.
Now,
Somebody get it.
Now, I've read, you probably have heard a thing or two about there's a creature that lives underneath the kitchen. And your character may not know a whole lot other than the fact that there's some sort of creature underneath there.
Okay.
So we hear it from upstairs as well.
Yeah, it's a really loud boom.
I'm sorry, Dan. What's your character's name again?
Ivored?
Let me write that down real quick. Good. So hearing that, I think Juan would go in and grab Ivored, since how Ivored is musically inclined, and basically say, "Come with me. We need to go visit with Ragnar. See what's up."
Okay, so you guys head
All right.
back downstairs. You see Targillion at the bar pouring different beers into the same.
I grabbed a leftover bone from around where there's just some old plates and stuff that haven't been cleaned off yet, the biggest one I could find, and take it with me. Just all right, I guess we gotta throw this thing a bone or something.
Okay.
He's convinced it's a dog.
Yeah, it's a very big, strange dog.
Yeah, so it's a good dog.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. What's
And
next?
he starts to head towards these two, and I'm assuming we're all gonna go down.
Okay. Yeah. So at this point, it's not as difficult to enter as it did before. Before it was password protected using Erik's mother's maiden name, and now it really only has a ward on it to keep Woodham out. Mainly.
Which is what, a door handle?
Yeah, pretty much. Just a very.
What is this contraption?
Yeah, exactly. So you guys head down in there, and when you go downstairs to investigate, you notice several things. 3 things altogether. First, you notice a huge hole in the wall, and a cloud of dust slowly dissipating. Next, you notice several statues near the huge hole of some kind of creature that you don't remember being there. And third, and perhaps most importantly, you notice that Ragnar, Erik's pet basilisk, is missing.
So we don't recognize what the creatures are that Ragnar most likely turned to stone?
No, but you can do, all of you can do whichever ones you want. You can do nature, investigation, or arcana check.
Yeah, I'll do a investigation.
Okay.
Look here.
24.
24 investigation. Okay, great. Anybody else rolling?
Well, hard to beat that, but I'll roll investigation.
Okay, there's also nature and
17.
arcana of that. 17? Okay.
Gillian says, "When did we get these statues?" I don't remember buying this one, but I like it.
Yeah, sounds about right. Okay, so with the investigation check, you do, what you can tell from the creatures is that they are some kind of skeletal creature wearing what you would expect to be sorcerer clothing, but they're skeletal. They're not not necessarily humanoid, but appear to be undead. And you do notice with your investigation checks, both of you, that their armor displays the coffin E symbol of the Enduring. It's pretty obvious, too, from your checks that they were caused by the Basilisk, maybe except for Targilian, because you can see bites taken out of, chunks of the statues, which is a good indication that it is it's done by a basilisk. If you want to determine what the creatures are, you could try for an Arcana check.
I'll give a shot at Arcana.
Okay.
Let me see. Mine isn't terrible.
12.
You said 12?
I rolled a 13.
Oh, 13. Okay. What did Iverred get?
I am having a hard time rolling it right now. Hang on a
Okay.
second.
Drop the dice.
All right. I got a 12.
12? Yeah, neither of you are very sure what exactly these creatures are. You just recognize them as being undead.
Do I
Sorcerer-like
know how
clothing.
to unbasilisk a person?
Huh.
Yeah, it's do you have probably a lesser? No, it'd probably be greater. Do you have greater restoration as one of your spells?
No, I've got. Let me see. I could shatter them.
Yeah.
That'll help though.
Wait, no, that he would. Because look how it's just explode it.
I could animate them and make them like puppets.
Yeah, that might not get you much information.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything that'll.
I have a stone cunning. I can make an intelligence history check related to the stonework.
Yeah, which I could tell you would probably just tell you that it's, again...
Be like, fine craftsmanship.
Yeah. Some of the
Fine,
best
well
work I've
done.
ever seen.
Who is this E person? He's a masterful artist.
It's a 1-to-1 scale replica.
Right, it's amazing. Yeah, they're very well done.
Fantastic, you guys.
Yeah, so Juan, you would probably know that there are spells that do unbasilisk, petrify creatures, but you don't know how to do those spells specifically.
Whose pet is this, really, actually?
It's really Erik's, I would think.
It's Eirik, okay. Yeah, we should probably get it back before Eirik smashes us.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably. I would suggest we tie up these statues, restrain them in case. Put them somewhere.
It's not
there's
a
ways
bad
to
Gillian
idea.
looks at him like, what? Tie up the statues? He doesn't understand his logic.
For
Logic
storage,
of
yeah,
gnomes, I don't understand. They're so small, their brains are so small.
Yeah, there's ways to undo this, but I don't know what they are. Maybe we can find out in the library later. But just in case they come undone while we're gone, I think we should restrain these in the meantime.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
a
I
good
mean, we
idea.
already have people breaking in. I wouldn't want someone to break in and then also unpetrify them.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so you guys spend a little bit of time. What means do you use to get these tied up? Just rope or chains or?
Just tie up the table and anything else in there. I'm like, all right. I guess. Watch out. Whoa.
So Targillian's just tying everything up. Just.
He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't understand
Okay.
magic.
But yeah, probably just some rope, I would think, and then I'll tie them to one of the tied up tables.
Okay. Perfect.
I've seen chairs do terrible things to
That's
people
true.
in this
That has
place.
happened. Yeah. Yeah. The furniture has come alive before, so
Don't
you're not
trust
completely.
shit.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So you tie them up, and yeah, it's a good point. Eirik probably would be pretty upset if his basilisk was missing. Bazoon has also told you that the Forgotten are already on thin ice with the Avowed of Candlekeep because ever since the opening of Drifter's Hollow, it seems to have attracted a lot of trouble. And so certainly having a runaway basilisk is not going to help in that regard either.
Yeah, they probably know it's ours.
I mean, I'm sure if they saw a runaway basilisk in the streets of Candlekeep, they would immediately know, the Forgotten!
I shouldn't have put my Targaryen shirt on earlier.
So you guys making your way through the hole that was made in the wall?
After you.
Yeah, that's a good way out, is any.
Does it go like into like a tunnel, or does it go like outside, or what does it look like it's going?
So it is a crudely made tunnel. So it looks like these creatures somehow dug their way into Drifter's Hollow. Probably didn't know there was a basilisk down there. But yeah, it's a crudely made tunnel, whatever these creatures were dug their way through. And you see large tracks and signs of Ragnar's destruction making their way down the tunnel.
Is it dark?
Yeah, it's dark.
How are you guys on dark vision?
I've got it.
You guys look like
It's 5th edition. Everybody has dark vision.
Yeah, nobody plays a human, so we're good.
Right.
One human. Hey guys.
Stupid human.
Yeah, I'd say
Let's
follow
go.
it.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys start making your way down the tunnel. You go a good 100 yards of just this crudely made tunnel to when
This is like dug by skeletons and undead.
Yeah. But you don't know much about these undead because your checks weren't so good.
No.
So
This is no dwarf tunnel.
no, not at all. And eventually, though, you come to an opening that leads to a more sophisticated actual stonework tunnel that you think you might be down in the vast network of tunnels that are underneath Candlekeep, these ancient areas that people rarely visit. So after emerging from the tunnel, you enter a long chamber with an exit on the other side, and it is of constructed stonework, but obviously very old and seldom visited by anyone other than rats. And you imagine that you are in a very old, unused, underground section of Candlekeep.
Okay. I'd like to use my stone cunning here.
Okay. You
Can I
really
tell?
love to use the...
What can I tell about it? Using a history check.
What is your check? You get advantage on
So-
that, right?
Let me empty what I'm chewing. Okay, so stone cunning is whenever I make an intelligence check related to an origin of stonework, I'm considered proficient in the history of it, and I add double my proficiency bonus to my check.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, we'll go for it.
Okay, now let me remember how to play D&D. You need a dice. Where's my history? Is probably crap.
But you get to double
Okay.
it.
So that is 12 plus double my proficiency, which is 4, 8, 20.
20? Okay. I mean, it's very sophisticated stonework, and it's probably a mix of... I mean, Candlekeep was probably constructed by a mix of races, including dwarves. But this is a very old... You can tell it's been down here for a long time.
Mix of races, but definitely architect was a dwarf, definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely ancient architecture for sure. They don't make walls like that anymore. They've
Like ancient, like older than dwarves.
it's
Older than me?
like it could be 1,000 years old or more.
Oh, yeah, that's old.
hmm
Okay.
So that's really all you can glean from it. But I guess you can. I guess it's enough. It's thin enough for somebody to be able to break through and tunnel their way over to Drifter's Hollow. So
Do a perception check, see if there's anything notice about this room in particular other than it's just old.
sure, yep.
Just my passive of 14.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot yet that immediately you see, other than there are these bookshelves, some crates, table. There's books scattered around. So even though it is an old part of the library that seldom is used, it still has books and stuff in it. And so maybe people come down here from time to time, but it's just that's really all you can see so far.
Do you see any more like tracks or anything indicating that they may have gone through here?
Yeah, it can be pretty obvious to see which way Ragnar has gone. He kind of leaves a path of destruction. So even the knocked over bookshelf could be a good sign that he's probably made his way.
So adorable.
Occasionally you see bits of stone that look like they've been bitten out, like maybe on the banister of those stairs or something like that. There's like a big bite mark taken out of the stone. So you're able to pretty easily tell like which way he's going. There's nothing sneaky or stealthy about a runaway basilisk.
Maybe we should pick up our pace then.
How tall is this room?
What was that?
How tall is this room?
How tall? The ceilings aren't that vast, like maybe like 10 to 12 feet tall. You have like the dome ceilings.
So with our standing in the city, have we been allowed entrance to the actual library yet?
Yeah, you've been able to go in and out of the library freely.
Okay. And do I recognize this as part of that library?
No.
Like the main?
No?
Okay, it's a separate library.
You would
Okay.
imagine that it's probably maybe at one time was, and maybe even things have been built on top of it and it's been forgotten or neglected or just is rarely used. I mean, that whole section really of the Inner Ward is the Grand Library, technically, but it probably would be seldom that anyone would come down here for any particular reason.
Yeah.
I say we just keep moving forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ragnar!
Yeah, and so you start to make your way into the room, and you start to hear the pitter-patter of clanky feet running down the hallway there. When emerges from the hallway, 3 of those creatures that you saw were statues earlier are now not so much statues, but fully functioning and alive. You see 3 of those skeletal figures emerge from...
Those must be the models the artist used. Okay. That's all making sense now.
And obviously with a look of hostility and surprise on their face, that's what you see come down the hall.
I'm assuming they're not gonna talk since they're undead. Shambling.
Yeah, I don't know.
You seen our dog? Any of you? Hello.
I want to see, is anybody else saying anything before?
No, I don't really feel like talking to these guys.
Yeah.
I'm letting Targillian talk and see what they say. Are these black spots?
Don't worry, I'll handle it, you guys.
Yeah, those black spots are pillars on the wall. Yeah, these creatures don't respond with anything other than just taking out their swords and staves and moving a little bit closer down the stairs here.
I don't think they've seen them, you guys. Maybe
So,
they speak a different language. I don't know.
Unless there's something else you want to do first, we can go ahead and roll initiative if you'd like.
No, I think I'm down to fight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Let's do some.
They're not
let's do some
responding at
fighting.
all to anything Targaryen's saying.
No, they're ignoring Targaryen.
Everyone's always ignoring Targaryen.
They don't know what you're talking about. What dog, you know? But no, they don't respond. With
They must
any-
be cat people. Come on, we're gonna have to kill them.
You can tell that they look like they're here for one singular purpose, and that purpose does not include a nice chat.
I don't know what that purpose includes, but they're not talking to me.
So let's
let's enter an initiative, I guess.
yeah. So what's everyone's initiative?
I'm ready to attack these guys.
I've read. What's
Alright.
yours?
I'm at 22.
Ooh,
Woo!
that's probably gonna be hard to
Critical
beat.
20! Boop, 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 boop.
You got
I get a boon!
one. Jit got a 20.
Nat 20, yeah.
Nice. What does that make your initiative altogether?
20.
Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. Very nice. Just as a reminder, let me see what your boon is.
I think I get intimidation checks.
Yep, you do.
for-
Unsettling presence. A creature looks at you and thinks, I don't know what it is about this guy, but he gives me the creeps. Maybe it's the fact that you're a small gnome with a dark past covered in tattoos, flying on a broom with an insane look in your eyes, shooting fireballs. I don't know. Automatic success on an intimidation check when used on an enemy. It causes them to attack you with disadvantage for the encounter.
Terrifying.
Nice. Okay, cool. What's Targaryen's
11.
11? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that starts us off with Ivored. You're up first.
Okay. Let's see. What's my range on this? 150.
That's a lot of.
Squares are 5 feet, right?
That's right.
I do like this map, interactive map. This is cool.
Cool, right?
Okay, music though. That's
Yeah, it's a little-
miss that.
A little quiet on that part, but
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the classic. I'm gonna use a fireball on them,
okay.
casting at the center one.
Okay.
Let's see here. So for that, they have to make a Dex saving throw of 17.
So here's the thing that's gonna probably piss you off and Wanjik as well, is that when you cast the fireball, you notice that it gets to about the size of a candle's flame before it just puffs out.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Listen, I won't. It happens sometimes. All right. You get to be my age. You can't move. All right. Now's all the time. I know.
If you want, you can give me an Arcana check if you want to kind of see why.
Yeah, let me do that real quick. Let's see. Arcana. +2. I got a 15.
Okay, with the
I got a
15.
25.
Okay, so with the 15, I've read you suspect, and Wanjik, you know that Candlekeep must have some kind of ward within the keep that keeps any flame more than a candle's worth or candle's wick's flame. It immediately just puffs out. So this magical ward that's over the keep is not something that you can dispel magic or anything like that, but it is a ward that the Avowed have put in place to protect the keep. So anything you try to do other than a candle or an approved hearth, those are the only flames that you can use inside Candlekeep.
Probably a smart idea. You want to keep a library from burning down.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is a smart idea.
but it sure makes it difficult when you want to use Fireball.
Fair enough. Now I know.
Yep. So unless you have a bonus action or you want to do your movement, that's your turn, unfortunately.
I will move. Well, actually, I think the range I'm at, I'll move to here
All right.
and then call it good.
Cool. Sounds good. That brings us to Juan.
All right, I'm going to take half my movement here, move up, and then I'm going to cast Ice Storm.
Ooh.
So, and they're all within 20-foot radius of each other. So they all need to make a dexterity saving throw.
And what's the DC on that?
Spell save DC is 17.
Okay. All right, all 3 of those fail.
Okay, so they're gonna take they're gonna take 2 different types of damage here.
Okay, all right.
Woo! Nice. 5 the evocation.
Sounds like you rolled something good there.
Yeah, it's a couple d8s, and one of them was exactly the 8.
Nice.
Save 1. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking. I think I have a thing for evocation. It does more damage. Yeah. Oh, my attack bonus is higher, and my damage bonus is +5. Okay. So my damage bonus on the evocation spell is +5.
Okay.
But they're gonna take 2 different types of damage. Would just be +5 for the total damage, I assume, John?
Yeah.
Not +5 for there's bludgeoning and there's cold, so it wouldn't be +5 on the bludgeoning, +5 for the cold. It would just be +5 all around, right?
Yeah, I think you're correct about that. Yeah.
I'd just be +5 to the bludgeoning. Okay, so that'd be 13. So you each take 13 + 5, 18 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then 3, 4, 10, 13 cold damage.
All right. Pretty good. You notice that the bludgeoning
Difficult
damage.
terrain.
You notice that the bludgeoning damage did not do as much as you expected it to, given what you know about your abilities. However, the cold damage did do well, and even though the bludgeoning damage didn't quite do what you expected, they still look like they've taken a lot of damage. Like, it definitely was pretty painful. So,
All right, I'll communicate that to the team, and then to end my turn, I'm going to move behind this pillar here. My last bit of movement I have
okay.
to cover.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, that brings us to Targillian.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna move up 30 feet.
Okay. Let's see.
Just to the other side of that table, I guess.
Like epically slide across the top of it, like.
Oh yeah,
across
I'm
the
gonna try.
Yeah, you can roll acrobatics for that if you want.
I'm gonna throw my hammer.
Do it.
Am I do it? How do I do it? Oh yeah.
Not so much in the wrist as much as follow through on the forearm.
Okay, that's that's what it is. The forearm. 14 for the first one.
Yeah, that's a hit.
14 hits?
Yep.
Holy crap, these guys. Okay. And it's gonna be 10 damage, and I'm gonna throw it the same one 2 more times.
Okay, which one are you doing it? The one that's already...
The one right in the middle. Right in the middle.
Okay, yeah, sure, okay.
Okay, the other one should hit at 26.
Yeah.
That one for 9.
Same one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you throw your hammer at that one, it just goes right through, and you see the skeleton just crumble down to a pile of bones.
Okay. Then I guess I'll change my third throw to a different one.
Yep.
Hit for 21,
Mm-hmm.
or to hit, and damage. Yeah, it was 15.
Yeah, 15 damage. Yep, same thing to the other one. So that's 2 of these that are
Whoa.
crumbled to dust and just a big pile of bones. As
Did you see that? That was great. That
yeah,
was
as your
so
hammer
cool.
goes right through them, and then comes right back to your hand, all Thor style.
For dust we are, and dust we shall return.
So this one's gonna move up here since Targillian's probably the most line of sight. We're gonna go for him, I think. So, it's only a 12 to hit. As he tries to use an Eldritch Blast towards you, it doesn't seem to affect you too much. Maybe just a little too much stockiness of a dwarf that doesn't seem to affect you very much.
I'll get behind my shield.
But strangely enough, even though there's only one left, all of a sudden you start to see these strange black spheres appear, and all of a sudden there's 3 of them. Let me put them on the board here.
Do they just like appear
Yep.
in a mist, or just they're there 1 second and
Yep, and they actually appear right here as well.
oh god.
We like covered in like a black orb, or were
Yeah.
you seeing it? Like what is
So
this
you
thing?
see a sphere of blackness and bitter cold, and the void for Targillian and Wanjik. It's a cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises that you can hear. Sounds like Eirik can hear it too. And no light or magic can illuminate this area, and if you're within that area, you're blinded. Also, I need both Targillian and Wanjik to make dexterity saving throws. Okay, 14's good.
9.
9 is not good. Okay. So, Targillian, you take 5 damage simply just from the cold that's in that area. Wanjik, you also take 5 damage from the cold. And then Juan, you also take 8 damage. It's acid damage as a milky, otherworldly tentacle rubs up against you.
Is it acid damage?
Yeah, acid damage.
So how much was it? 5 cold and how much acid?
It was 8 acid and 5 cold.
Okay. I'm able to do seeing this acidy tentacle slap me across the face, and the cold. I'm able to do like a Arcana check or something to see if I know what the heck this is and where
Yep.
it came from.
You can.
Oh, 28.
Okay. So I'll tell you what the 28 Arcana check. 1, you don't really know like exactly where these creatures are coming from, but you know that it's all of a sudden this area's in. Well, okay, this is what you know. It's opened up a gateway to the dark between the stars, a region infested with unknown horrors. Whatever that means, that's what it says. But also with that check, it was a good check. You have the feeling that there are more than just one of these skeletal creatures still in this tunnel, and perhaps maybe they are under an invisibility spell. Now, every time you end your turn in one of those spheres, you're going to have to make those dexterity saving throws again. So that brings us back to the top of the order, which is Ivored.
Okay. I'm going to use. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to use. Let's see. Do I have range on that? 60 foot in a 10-foot range. So I'm going to move here. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to move here. Well, I guess crossing the table would count as difficult, huh?
That would, yeah. Yep.
So we'll go here, and that 1, 2. That's still in range. So I'm going to use Shatter on the one that we do see.
Okay.
And then it's a 10-foot radius around him also.
Okay.
So let's see here. That is a Constitution saving throw of 17.
Ooh, that's a pretty big one. Oh, that is a natural 1.
Okay. So they take, let's see here. It's not very much damage. It's a low level spell. So it's only 7 damage
Wow,
on
okay.
that one.
Okay.
And I think that's it. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Sounds good. So that brings us to 1. What would you like to do?
Spells that'll work, I have to be able to see things.
Yeah, you're blinded currently.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'll use my movement to get the heck out of one of these spheres here.
And what is your movement?
30.
Okay, so you notice you can only move 15.
Do what?
You notice that as you try to move, it's a little bit more difficult than you thought.
Oh, okay.
So you can
Right
move
there then.
15, yep.
Okay, I'm going to reach into my bag area. I'm going to have in there these small daggers.
Okay.
And so I'm going to take 10 of these daggers and just throw them. Well, I guess drop them on the ground next to me.
Okay.
Up on the ground.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast animate objects on them
Okay.
to bring these daggers to life.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I'm so glad I can't see this.
And I think I have to wait till my next turn, but my goal is I want them to move around and see if they can find some other creatures that may be invisible.
Okay, I see.
But I think I have to wait till my next turn to command them to do that.
Okay, sounds good. That's cool.
As a bonus action, I can mentally command them.
I mean, if it's a
Maybe I tell them,
if it's a bonus action, but is it just an action to cast it and then it's a bonus action to move them around?
yeah, so the
Okay.
casting is one action, and then as a bonus action, you can mentally command any creature you made of this spell as a creature within 500 feet of you.
Okay, cool. Sounds
I
good.
guess your determination as to how much they can move on my turn.
Okay, cool.
But basically, I want them to spread out and just start because they don't have legs. They'll hover, and so I just want them to basically spread out and just start moving across the room until they dink into somebody.
Okay.
Avoiding, of course, our friends, not getting stabbed
Yeah.
with these little daggers. They're not moving at like a go through your skin paste. I'm not
Sure.
shooting them across the room.
Yeah, you're
It's
just
like-
trying to find
it's like,
where these things
like
are.
hovering things.
Yeah, you're not trying to necessarily kill them. You just want to identify where they are, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, perfect. All right, let's go
Identify them
to
to death.
let's go to Targillian.
I like to move out in front of Ivared.
Okay. I got you. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. Sorry, hold on, wrong one.
Oh, the power.
All right, right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I like to throw my hammer, I guess, towards. I can't see where that other guy is anymore, right?
Yeah, it would be on the other side of this sphere. So if you wanted to, it'd be with
So-
disadvantage.
I'm gonna. Yeah, so I've got 3 attacks. I'm gonna throw one of them at one corner of the room, to the upper right, and then one to the sort of center of the room,
Okay.
and then the other one I'm gonna try to aim for where he was,
Okay.
because I don't know where these things are.
So all within this room, right?
All within this room, so it's like a beeline to the upper right corner,
Upper
to
right
the
corner.
center,
Center.
and then one to where I think he might have been, which you said was with a disadvantage, right?
Yep.
So let's start with that one, yeah?
Yep.
Ooh, it's a critical. So I get a critical on 19 and 20. So that one's a 19.
Okay, nice.
Um,
So full damage plus a
That
damage
would
roll.
be-
But it is with disadvantage though, so
Okay, so roll again then.
Yeah.
Damn.
I almost didn't catch that.
And that one is a lot less. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold on. 15.
All right, that's a hit. That's a hit.
Okay.
Not a
so
critical hit,
15,
though.
I'll throw 10.
10 damage.
10 damage. And then he's throwing to the other corner.
Okay,
Of
and
the
as you
room?
threw at that one, you can't hear what's happening, but you do, or you can't see what's happening, but you do hear some bones fall to the ground. And so maybe you realize that you probably hit with that one. And then you're throwing one to the upper right of the room, you said?
The upper right corner. Yeah.
Okay, and then the other one, where are you throwing that?
To the center.
Like
To where the stairs are, right in the center pillar.
okay, so make 2 attack rolls, both with disadvantage.
Okay, that one is a lot. 18 plus 11. And the other one's 15 is a low roll.
And which one was that one going towards?
That was to the upper corner.
Okay.
Should I roll for a hit, or did it hit anything?
That one does not hit anything.
All right. To
do
the
the-
center.
Yeah.
That is 20, and the other one is 17.
Okay, you hear, "Ugh!"
17.
and you hear some bones clatter to the
yay!
ground.
Then that's 11 damage.
Okay. All right.
I heard a sound that goes
Uh-huh.
not a moan or a shambling.
It's like a
Or a
shambling.
moaning.
It was a shambling ugh. Like a
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then
That's
now
terrible.
though you don't see it, it's on the board
Okay.
now. Also, that means that one of these is gone. So let me take care of that. So, okay, so you do see. So now you see both, and you see one on the stairs that you didn't see earlier.
Sweet.
Okay, so now.
Well, Dan, I didn't know if you knew my dwarven throwers, like Thor's hammer, comes back to my hand.
Well, that's very good. That's,
Yeah, he's like, I don't understand why you're just throwing hammers. You have a bag of hammers? Are you a carpenter?
Targaryen, does an 18 hit you?
No.
No? Alright, that's good.
I got a shield and I'm tough as hell.
Alright, I've read, does a 16 hit you?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. And you take 10 10 force damage as a spell makes its way across the room, and you feel just this painful force hit you. So then that brings us back to Ivored.
Okay, I'm gonna move. Got 30 movement, and you can pass through squares with allies, right?
Yep, that's a free. Yeah, there's not difficult terrain.
I'm gonna move to here, and then I'm gonna cast my. Where is he? My Faithful Hound. I'm gonna cast him here,
Okay.
and he just attacks.
If they move into his space, right?
Yeah, let me. Watchdog, unaccompanied space within range. It remains for the duration until you move at least 100 feet away. Hound is invisible to all creatures except me and cannot be harmed. When a small or large creature comes within 30 feet, or if it, without first speaking the password, the hound starts barking loudly. The hound sees invisible creatures and can see into the ethereal plane. It ignores illusions. At the start of each of your turns, the hound attempts to bite one creature within 5 feet of it that is hostile to you. And on a hit, it does 48 damage.
So this dog is freaking out and barking like crazy as it sees bones everywhere. And since it's right there, it means it already gets to attack, right?
It's at the start of each of my turns, so it doesn't
okay.
actually get to attack this turn.
Okay, got it. So is that your turn?
Yeah,
All right, let's go to Juan.
I'll be right back.
Alright, so as a bonus action, I'm going to tell these daggers to fly out across the room and see if I can tell if they hit anything.
Okay. So where are you aiming them at?
Basically, I just want them to go kind of across the room as much as it can.
Okay, so you're kind of spreading them out
straight across,
everywhere.
like sweep the whole thing.
But you're not doing it in such a way that it causes damage, right?
Right, it would just clink off of something, and I could say, there's something over there, and then try to attack.
The only problem with that is that you're currently standing in a place where you can't see what the knives are doing, but the rest of the party can.
Oh yeah, I guess I can move first, and like over here.
Yeah, there you go. So they clink. So next to the one on the stairs, they clink in a couple of spaces next to it.
Okay.
Which leads you to believe that there might be two more right next to it.
Towards the stairs. Okay. I will move up. Well, I'll stay there for now. Let me. I'll cast Ice Storm again, and just up on that stairwell area.
Okay.
So kind of aiming for that guy, then kind of I don't know what I can.
Whoever else might be there.
Do this thing. Kind of aiming like this space right here.
Okay.
It's a 20-foot radius, so it should get this whole thing
Yeah,
over
I
here.
forgot about the pointer.
Yeah, so you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
17 or better.
Yeah, they all fail.
Okay. So we'll take. What's it good? 7, 12 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and then 6, 11, 13, 18 cold damage.
Ooh. Okay. So you take out one of them. Oh wait, no, you don't. Never mind. I was looking at the wrong one. So the one that you see the bones start to freeze up on it, and now it's mostly immobile. It looks like it's not doing well. Some of the bones start to fall off, but that one definitely does not look well. And then what you notice is that because of that damage, the other two appear. And let's see, these go away.
All right, and then I'll use the last half of my movement to I'm still on pointer. Nope. To go kind of behind the pillar here, take cover.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
Sounds good. Okay. Now you expect it to be Targillian's turn, but so as the battle rages, suddenly you see a massive spectral dragon head appear from out of one of the walls. So out of the wall here in the hallway is this green, massive, spectral, just dragon head.
What? Is it just floating there? Is it coming out of the ground or out of the wall?
It's coming out of the wall, yeah.
Like it's peeking into the room?
Like it's
from another place?
Yep, like its head just all of a sudden peeked in to the room.
God.
And
Hold on.
you see
I'm
it.
rolling. Oh, yeah. Targaryen beat himself a little.
You see it pull back a little bit and take a deep breath, like it's about to let out a breath. And see here. Yeah. As it does so, it lets out just this huge mass of cold breath towards you all, but it doesn't hit any of the party. It only seems to hit the skeletal creatures, and it completely eviscerates all of them.
Holy moly.
Like, with no problem. Like, it was the easiest thing in the world. They're all gone. And you see this spectral, floating dragon head hanging out there at the wall. It turns and looks towards you all.
Okay.
How do you respond?
Oh, God. I go and get one Jack and kind of push him in front of me.
Okay.
Like, you know about this kind of stuff, right?
I'm just gonna treat it like is not even out of the normal and just be like, "Oh, hi there.
Trying to play it cool.
Have you seen a basilisk coming through here?"
He would. He has like a ghost dog hanging around, doesn't he?
Yeah. His ghost dog's hanging out. I think I moved it on accident.
Ghosts everywhere. This is great.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll grab
so-
another one.
So very nonchalant. You're just like, hey, have you seen a basilisk hanging around? Right? And the dragon turns its head and goes, basilisk, and starts to laugh like that's the funniest thing it's ever heard. And it's just like, oh, my. Don't tell me you've lost a basilisk.
A little bit. We've lost it a little. I've got a pretty good idea where it is.
A little bit. You've lost a basilisk in the keep, in Candlekeep.
Yeah. Well, so these skeletons broke into our house where it was being very securely held and safely, and they let it happen. So now we're just trying to get it back.
Yeah, they lost it.
So
More kidnapped, not so much lost.
okay.
It was kidnapped, and then the kidnappers lost it. So, really, it's not our fault.
So the head goes back into the wall and then reappears over on this side here. A big grin on its face and says, I know who you are. You all are part of the Forgotten, aren't you?
I don't remember.
Yes, and who might you be?
Well, my name is Miram, and I've heard of all of you, and I have to say, the Avowed of Candlekeep, they're not your biggest fans, and now you're telling me that you've lost a Basilisk? Oh man, this is not going to be good for your reputation. That's for sure.
No, we didn't lose it. We told you it was stolen and then lost.
Look, you don't have to try to convince me, but you might have to try to convince the Avowed.
It's Eirik. I'm really worried about him. Who?
Well, have you seen where it went or where they went? We can get him back and keep this from getting too out of hand.
I haven't seen a Basilisk anywhere. I haven't seen one. But I've been all over, so maybe I just missed it. But no, I haven't seen it.
All over where? Where do you go all over?
I mean, I'm able to make my way anywhere in the keep. I just go from place to place, and then I heard some strange noises coming down this hall, and I decided to poke my head in when I saw all of you fighting.
I see. Definitely won't dread. Your giant ghost of a dragon's head right in here. It's great. So what are you? Are you trapped here?
She says, "Yeah. Well, that's kind of a long story, but the short of it is that I tried to sack Candlekeep a long time ago, and a wizard enchanted me instead. It didn't really pan out the way I wanted to, and now I'm forced to protect Candlekeep as penance, but unfortunately, before I had a chance to serve my time, the wizard died, and no one's been able to take the enchantment off, and my corpse crumbled to dust, and now my spirit is bound here, and I can't leave, but I am instead charged with Candlekeep's protection forever."
And what was your name?
Miram. And it's spelled Miirym.
You're the dragon of Candlekeep.
And looking at him, can we tell what kind of dragon he was?
Yeah, you would want to give me a nature check.
Well, that'd be a nat 20
Oh, wow.
plus 5, so 25.
Yep, so she is a silver dragon. Which you know, especially with a natural 20, that the metallic dragons are good dragons. It's the chromatic dragons that are evil.
Good dragon. I tried to sack Candlekeep. Does that mean that Candlekeep was bad?
She would say, "Well, I am a dragon. Sometimes I just can't help myself."
Scorpion, frog, okay. You are what you are, and that's all that you are. Well, what was the name of this wizard in case we happen to run into him? We are dealing with undead things here.
Well, that was like 1,000 years ago, so he's long dead, and that's why I'm stuck here, because he died before being able to get rid of this enchantment. That's on me.
Well, if there's anything I know about enchantments, there's always a way to dispel it.
Well,
don't know what it
everybody's
is,
tried.
but we'd be happy to try to figure it out. In the meantime, you want to help keep Candlekeep safe. We want to help keep Candlekeep safe, and a basilisk running around is not keeping Candlekeep safe.
Yeah, you do make a good point. However, I'm not too worried about the basilisk. I'm more worried about you all. And to be honest, Candlekeep is probably a much better off place without you. So if this gets you banned, my work here is done. I think you're on your own, fellas.
Have you been to our tavern? Have you tried the vegetable soup? I would think customers disagree that Candlekeep's worse off with us. I think we're getting a lot of traffic to the old library.
And I guess you could give a persuasion check.
Hmm.
14.
Yeah. With a 14, she's just like, no, I'm not really feeling like it today. I think you guys are on your own.
So you just
I
came
guess
up here to
we'll
mock
move.
us then. That's great.
Then I guess I don't have time to try to find a way to get that enchantment going. You know, you're busy, I'm busy.
I thought silver dragons were good dragons, not jerk dragons.
You think that's gonna help the situation?
Yeah. The dwarf.
Yeah, Miriam takes a really big yawn. She's not amused at all by this conversation. And she slowly starts to disappear back.
I mean,
into the
isn't
wall.
it your job to protect Candlekeep this thing? I mean, what if it's rabid, you know? I've
If
seen
we
it
ever wanted
foaming
to
at the
find you
mouth.
again,
It's bad. If it's gone, then the Minotaur is gonna be upset, and it's gonna start destroying things. You ever seen an upset? It rages, you know. Yeah. Then you only got 2 things to worry about, and then Juan's. You don't even know about Juan trick.
Yeah, Juan, what
I've
were
seen
you
him
gonna
do
say?
things with chairs. You don't want to. I'm just saying, it might be in your interest to help at least us out to keep him up.
Juan, were you gonna add
if
something?
we ever wanted to find you again, is there a way we can contact you?
Yeah, if I'm feeling like it, you can call out for me if I might come around, but I don't know. I'm kind of interested to just see how things pan out. And she starts to slowly again keep moving back through the wall, just completely disinterested in helping you.
Well, who needs you? You're better off dead anyway. Blasted bastard.
And she's gone.
You should only talk to gold dragons. So they're just always pissy.
So where do you guys go from here?
Well, I guess we should continue down this hall.
Okay.
Yeah, considered going home, but it's like, all right. Let's keep going.
Okay. So I don't have a map for this next room, but you enter into a circular, roughly hewn chamber lit by flaming torches. In the middle of the floor, the tile is arranged to form a wheel with spokes. In the center is a 5-foot diameter circle, and at the end of each spoke is a circle of the same size. Along the walls appear engravings of various humanoids in robes, many of whom are holding books. So circular room, design of a spoke in the middle with little 5-foot diameter circles at the end of each spoke, and engravings on the walls.
Is there another door or anything that would get away out of it, or is it just a dead-end room?
Yeah, and you see on the other side of the room, the hall continues, and through the room you see little scattered evidence of a basilisk having coming through, whether that be footsteps or some crumbled stone, things like that.
Targaryen's gonna slowly make his way that way. He's overwhelmed by the puzzle nature of the room.
Okay. You can give me Arcana checks if you'd like.
Okay.
Man, another 20.
What? What's going on with you, man?
Plus 9, so 29.
That's great.
Huh.
That's a lot better than mine.
Okay.
Just building up boons today, man.
Yeah.
I'm on it. Not on important things like killing people, but just on...
So
I'm looking at stuff. I'm really good.
Yeah, so one, you determine a few things about this room. You do notice that this room is used for something very specific of an arcane nature, but it would take you at least an hour of meditation to discover what this room is used for. And so maybe you lock it away to maybe revisit this room at another time. But with that 20, you also realize that this room is probably used for communing with spirits. Again, it would take you a long time, like an hour.
Oh my gosh.
Time that's too long for to utilize when there's a runaway basilisk. So it might be something you want to kind of keep in your back pocket for later. But what you also can tell, and you can share this with the party if you'd like, is that this room gives you the benefits of a short rest. So if you'd like to, you guys can use your hit dice if you have taken damage, or renew some spell slots if you're able. But do you communicate any of this with the party, Juan?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, so it's a room full of cool magic shit. That's all you really know about it.
Now, if I could just find short rest, be in good shape.
Are you using D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
I think it's I think it's where your picture of your character is.
You're correct. Yep.
Okay, so after without even having to take a rest, you guys, after being in this room, feel rejuvenated and ready to continue. And so you make your way past this room, back down the hall, and you enter into a stone hallway. Along the walls, the stone is carved out to house modestly crafted sarcophagi. So as you see here, along the hallway, there's all these sarcophagi, and you can't tell from this map, but there's alcoves in the wall itself that these are housed in. And you see this long hallway ahead of you. Anything you want to do, or questions, or things you want to investigate?
Yeah, lots of stuff.
And you see bits of rubble and some chunks of some of these sarcophagi with big bites taken out of them.
So disrespectful.
Yeah.
Have Eirik give Ragnar a talking to?
Yeah. Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
I don't like any of it. There's way too many dead people down here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, based on us recently having to fight dead people, I'm not excited.
Yeah, a lot of dead stuff
right.
going on.
Let me...
You toss a stone down the hallway and see if just everything comes alive and attacks it.
You could do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a stone as far as I can.
Okay. Give me a strength athletics check. Just see how, if you want to throw as hard as you can.
$26.
That's good. Yeah, you chuck that thing down the hall. It makes it all the way to the other side of the hallway and just clatters
See that?
at the end.
It's pretty good, huh?
And then how about perception checks?
-1.
Okay. What did one
got
Jake get?
14.
Okay.
I got 21.
21. Okay.
I couldn't even see it.
Yeah.
The other side.
So I've read. You noticed that it's quiet. Maybe almost too quiet. It didn't seem to really awake the dead. And so nothing yet. Nothing out of the ordinary other than a bunch of.
I'm gonna step forward and I'm gonna just shoot firebolt. So it's a moat of fire that goes out 120 feet
All right.
in front of us. Just like this long line of fire that goes out 120 feet. To see, it was like the rock went. Like, I don't know. It was like just light the whole
Yeah.
thing on fire to just down the stone to see if anything wakes up to that.
Okay, but as you do so, the flame
Oh,
within
no.
your hand,
Oh yeah.
after the size of a the flame of a candle, puffs out.
That would've
I
been
go,
so cool.
watch this. God, this is like
Your fingertips on fire. Oh god.
I just watched
the
the
little candle like
episode.
this, woo, my hand just goes
I
up
just
a
watched
little
the
bit.
episode of Mob Psycho where he goes to like the place where it's like the really crappy espers, and the guy was like with his little fingers like, and that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's what just happened.
Hey,
Yeah.
with that little candle goes 120 feet down the.
Yeah.
that's creepier.
So after
Um,
Targillian's great Olympic throw,
Okay.
yeah.
Can I just start banging on my shield with my hammer and walking down the thing? Cause
Yeah,
I
where do you
think
walk?
At this
Where
point,
do
this
you
is
want to
what the
go?
dwarf would do.
Where do you want to go? Just want to move
I
forward?
want to go straight. I'm gonna go into these little offshoots as I get to them. I'm looking for this dog,
Okay.
and I'm making noise.
Yeah. All right. So you
'Cause
start.
I would rather it come to me than like. I'm kind of scared of it still.
All right. So you're making your way. You're checking that one out. What are the other two doing?
I'm gonna move to like hereabouts, and then I'm gonna cast my dog again. Right about here.
Okay. All right. And finally, what's Juan? What do you want to do?
Is this hallway kind of the same height as the other ones?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll come and look down. Feel like he's got our back a little bit, so I'll look in this one here.
Okay. Yeah. And just so I know, this might be giving you some hints here, but your path to get there, what did that look like?
Oh, me, I just went straight down the middle, and then
Okay.
I
Okay.
just took,
Sounds good.
the natural path.
Um,
Try to stay
Targillian.
away from the sarcophagi on the outside.
Okay.
Keeping an eye on it as I walk by, because I'm just waiting for another skeleton maybe to pop out of something. So
Okay. Sounds good. So
high alert.
let me get Targillian and Juan to give me perception checks.
19.
Okay.
3.
All right. Targillian, you don't notice anything, but Juan, you swear you can hear movement coming from all 5 of those sarcophagi, as if something is struggling to get out, and maybe even slightly hearing the sound of shifting stone coming from inside of that catacomb.
Alright, I'll communicate that to everybody.
Okay.
Hey, this feels like bad news bears. Maybe we should start making our way quickly down the hall.
What's that? Check all the sarcophagus.
No, don't,
I'm
no,
sorry.
don't do
I'm
that.
sorry. Sarcophagi. My bad.
Thank you.
All right, so so Juan Jake yells that. I've read. How do
Okay.
you react?
I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna say, yeah, that sounds like a great idea, and just move my speed Taking this path here.
Yeah, I'll let her know. Seems to be things in these. Hey, diddle, stick to the middle. We need to get out of here.
Yeah. I've read, as you approach that white tile, can you give me a perception check?
Yes. Let's see.
You said that as one. Hey, diddle, stick to the middle.
Perception. Oh, nat 20, so 29.
Wow. Nice. You also get a boon. I think it's the first time you've ever gotten a boon. And your boon is called One Hit Wonder. And it says, you weave a fabric of lyrics and music that is so enticingly catchy it can't get out of the creature's head no matter how hard they try. And so it's automatic success on a spell that uses charisma as its save DC or modifier.
Okay, great.
So you can cash that in at any point to use that. So you hear the sounds. Well, one you see on there, it's a plate that has a name and years on it. So you know that somebody has their coffin buried underneath the floor here. And you hear the sound of scratching and movement and bone against stone coming from underneath.
Is there any of the sarcophagi that I don't hear that from?
It seems to be coming from a good majority of these sarcophagi that you notice that as you make your way further down the hall, it starts to become more and more clear of this cacophony of sarcophagi that seem to have shambling bones moving inside of them.
Okay.
Anybody else? So Targillian, you don't even know what the heck's going on. Your perception check was pretty. I don't know what your passive is, but it's probably not great.
Well, it's got to be better than 3. Passive perception's 9. Not much better.
Yeah.
9?
Yeah.
He's like, this is
You don't know what's going on.
underground, I think.
But you hear Wanjik say, "Hey, diddle keeps in the middle," and I've read.
Yeah, I mean he
I've books
it, so
yeah.
I guess I come back because I can't refute a rhyme.
So are you making your way through the hall?
I'm making my way back towards Wanjik, I guess, since he's the one that called it out.
Okay, so you're about here.
And I'm like, so should we check the sarcophagus or what? Like maybe he's inside of one of them, right? No.
I'm pretty sure he's not, unless he
Do you remember how big he is?
Dog-sized.
Pretty damn big dog.
Like really big dog size with like more legs than he's supposed to have. I don't know. He's got like extra tails on him.
Juan, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I read.
I was gonna say, so not even really out of like fear of anything popping up, but more out of like just respect for not walking on anybody's corpse or grave. Now that I've realized that these light tiles are also graves,
Yeah.
I want to just move toward the exit, avoiding light tiles and like stepping on sarcophagi. Just kind of moving through.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Good. And then, so you go ahead and do that, and Wanjik and Targillian, you see Ivred intentionally moving away from these nameplates as he goes down.
Yeah, I want to let them know, like, hey, these nameplates are also like possibly like living corpses under here. So.
Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to get zombie attacked.
Let's say, Targillian, widen your stance a bit. Spread your legs a little bit.
Wait, like this?
And then I'm just going to grab my broom and kind of stick between his legs, and we're going to
Ah! Oh,
float
wow.
across the room. So I just don't trust him to not screw around with something.
And his voice
I
gets
feel
like a
like,
slightly bit
I should give you
higher.
some
By the
money
time
or
the shock
something.
has worn off, we're on the other side of the room.
Yeah. Okay, so Targillion floats his way across the room on a broom of flying, and then Juan, I'm assuming you make the same path out of there.
Yeah.
As you all do so, the sound it gets louder and louder. The guttural moans, the shifting of stone, as if maybe the sarcophagi are starting to open, like they finally are starting to figure out how to get it open. So you hear that shifting sound, and the groans and the rattlings getting louder and louder as you start to leave the room. Is there anything you do before you finally just book it out of there?
Did you play him a lullaby or something? I've read. Put him back to sleep.
I have the opposite of that. I have Enemy Dead.
No, don't do that. Is that what happened?
They just
But I haven't played that song.
Oh, okay. Maybe like cancel it out. No, you know what? Never mind. What do I know?
Yeah, and then so finally before you leave, I could do one more Arcana check from anybody if they want to, just to kind of determine what the hell's going on in this hallway.
I'll give it a shot. Ooh, natty 1, so that's a 3.
Yeah, so you have no idea.
I'm just like, that probably wasn't even magic. That's
was
just how that place is.
Plus 9, 26.
Yeah, what I'll tell you one is that you can tell this isn't a normal thing. That whatever's going on here, this isn't just, Ivored's assumption is that this is just the kind of thing that goes on in this place. Your assumption is the exact opposite, that something really weird and fishy is going on here.
Contrary to popular belief, rattling stone bones and sarcophagi is not normal.
Yeah.
I mean, all right.
You gotta trust me on this part.
And so as you leave the catacombs, you continue making your way through a hall, and all of a sudden you begin sloshing through water, and the stone hall has turned to crude rock walls, and you can feel a sea breeze blowing into the corridor. You can smell the sea, and you can hear the sound of crashing waves in the distance. And you're not so much in, like I said, you're not so much in a hallway anymore as you are more cave-like rock walls. And a voice begins to echo down the hall in a harsh whisper, like someone muttering to themselves. You hear like, you can't really make out what it's saying, but it's echoing down the hallway. It's dark in here. There's not any light. What do you guys do?
Let's see, do I have any kind of light spell?
I do. It's called light.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good. I mean, I could cast Fireball to make a candle light.
Yeah.
Wait. What if we sneak up on him instead? Like fantasy Scooby-Doo style.
Wow, Targillion actually has a good idea, I think. You saying you want to stealth this thing?
Let's try to sneak up on him. I mean, how else are you gonna do it inside this giant toilet?
All right, I'm okay to try it. I have a feeling it won't go well. I'm not very stealthy, but I will try.
Well, how about let's do this?
Neither am I.
How about I go in as a distraction, and then you guys stealth around. And see if we can pick up on whatever it is.
I mean, you could tell that there really is only one corridor. Like it's a one-way, and it's not a huge, crude hallway that you're making your way through.
This is gonna be great. It's
But
it's
yeah.
big enough for this, totally.
But Juan, if you want to just kind of lead the pack, yeah, you're welcome to do so.
How are you gonna distract him?
I was gonna cast light on my broom or something, and just start walking down the hallway like I don't know what's going on, and
What if you cast it like to the far side of them, so it's like light on the other side? Then we could sneak up from behind.
Yeah, I think I have
Send
to
your
put it
broom over
on
there.
something though.
Oh, like
Yeah, I
like
have to put it like
touch.
yeah.
Okay.
Send
Gotta
your,
touch
send your
something.
broom illuminated and like float it over.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Or you could, yeah, throw it on a rock and Targaryen could like huck it down the hallway.
Yeah.
Take Fest's hat. I
However
took
you
it
guys
from
wanna
him.
do
It
that.
doesn't look-
Yeah, I'll grab my broom. I'll float up high on it, so we're almost to the ceiling before, and then cast light on it while it's up high, and then kind of let go and let it start flying across the room slowly.
Okay.
And it's a 20-foot radius of light to kind of just cast down as it goes.
And what level spell is that?
It's a cantrip.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, so you continue to hear this muttering and whispering echoing down the hall, and this broom now with a light projecting from it slowly makes its way. You hear the whispering continue, and all of a sudden you hear, "Huh! Ah!" And then the broom clatters to the ground, and the light goes out, and you hear him continuing to whisper, but the whispering becomes a little bit more panic, and you hear some shifting coming from down the hallway.
God, they killed your broom. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, one. Those bastards.
You can't kill the broom.
They're gonna pay for it.
The broom's not dead, but it's been
And if you try to chop it up, it just breaks into two and it starts carrying.
it may
over
just
water.
be
It's very
temporarily grounded.
Okay.
So I guess magic's not good.
Yeah, they seem to like dispel it.
That's the sense you get.
Good thing I don't have any of that, and I like. Let's go.
Okay, so do you make your way down the cave?
I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna start making my way down there.
Okay, so yeah, you start making your way down
I'm
the
gonna lead with my
cave.
shield.
Okay.
That's okay.
And I have superior dark vision. I can pretty much just see in the dark.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's daytime all the time.
Okay. So as you get a little closer, you see a small like glow of lamplight. Nothing crazy, just a little bit, and a small hovel in the wall of the cave. And there's a dwarf hunkered down over his bedroll, reading a book maniacally. And when he sees you, he's startled and shouts and goes, "Whoa! What are you doing here? They must not be here. This is me, hidey hole. No one is supposed to know about me, hidey hole. You can't have me, hidey hole." And he continues to mutter to himself, and it sounds like, "It's my hidey hole. You can't have my hidey hole. It's my hidey hole. They can't. They're not supposed to know about my hidey hole." And he keeps like whispering and muttering that to himself.
Oh boy. This one's a little.
I think he's on the edge.
I've seen this, but with gold.
And he's like tightly
Some
like holding
definite
on to all his possessions and like wide-eyed, paranoid, looking at all of you, muttering to himself about his hidey hole.
And this is like a cave more than a tunnel.
Yeah, it's more like a cave.
Gillian, these are your people, man.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, I have seen this before, but like I said, not with the dwarves. It's very simple. Very simple.
And he looks at Target and he goes, Who are you? You can't have me hidey hole. It's my hidey hole. Who are you?
No, yeah, I know it's your hidey hole. I've got my own hidey hole. I thought you were trying to come after my hidey hole.
No,
I just making sure.
This is my hidey hole. You can't have me. You're not supposed to know about my hidey hole.
I know nothing about the names.
But
I've got my
why
own.
are you? Why are you here?
I was looking for something that escaped my hiding hole.
Something escaped.
Yeah,
you.
it was like a big dog with extra legs, and it was running around. And sometimes it gets into people's hidey holes and tries to take things from them. So I'm trying to keep it from doing that. If you've seen it, you gotta tell me.
A big dog, you say. He looks at the rest of the party too, like for affirmation.
They're my dog catchers.
Just shaking my head. Like,
Don't mind him. He's a little slow. Don't mind him.
He says, I can't say I've seen a dog. No dog. No dog in my hidey hole. There's
It's like a big ugly dog. It's not like a dog. It's like a
Basilisk. Have you
monster
seen a
dog.
basilisk?
That one of those.
A basilisk, you say. Mm-hmm. He says, large reptilian creature, tail, glowing eyes, 8 legs, razor sharp teeth.
No,
It's adorable stuff.
I don't think that's the right thing.
I can't say I've seen one lately.
That's not a dog.
Mhm. Where did he go?
He says, oh wait, sorry, I used lately in the relative sense. Yes, I saw one run past here a few minutes ago, and well, I polymorphed it into a small bird and it fluttered away.
Yo, what?
Well, I mean, there was a
It-
basilisk in me hidey hole, so I polymorphed it into a small bird and it fluttered away.
It fluttered away. Okay. How long does a polymorph last? One shit.
An hour.
Yeah.
I can get pretty far. Oh well, guess we're done here.
no, that's a concentration spell, so we could just break his concentration. It'll turn back.
Yeah.
Oh, like this, and I reach for something that is next to.
Are you threatening him?
No, I'm reaching for something of his that he's like.
He does not like
yeah,
that.
it is
Concentration.
He does not like that. He starts to grab onto his stuff tighter and move away from you.
Had a cousin like this. We might have to kill him.
Yeah, polymorph is a concentration spell.
Yep.
You could tell from this guy that he obviously is well endowed with magic. It seems to come very easily for him. He's got spell books lying around in his little hovel hidey hole.
Well, look, the size of the wand doesn't matter. It's how you use it. You know. Whether he's
Did say he was well endowed.
or not, I don't know.
Wanjik doesn't have to feel self-conscious. You're right. It's about how you use it.
I'm self-conscious about what? I mean, definitely not size for sure. 'Cause
No.
I'm normal. I'm a normal size. I'm big. I'm big for a dwarf. Really, I'm not a dwarf.
Gnome.
A gnome.
Yeah.
So
No, totally. Yeah.
so just shut up about it.
No.
Don't even why are we bringing it up?
No judgment here. You brought it up. You're getting defensive. Yeah. So what do you do? What do you do, to this guy? What do you say anything? You hit him over the head so he concentration.
Other than
ends?
hitting him over the head, I don't know how to break his concentration.
Yeah, that'll do it. We can try to get him just to stop.
He'll go ahead and say to
You
you.
stop your polymorph. Morph it back.
What if we just ask him? Like,
Hey, could you break your concentration for that spell? I kind of need that dog back.
Is that what you ask him? Because you totally just ask him. That's fine.
That's a great idea.
I don't think
Never
he's
one's
asked
ever
him,
thought
yeah.
about that.
He tell you, break my concentration. It's a basilisk. Why would you want a basilisk running through here?
It's not real.
It's our basilisk. And
yeah.
we need to get it back home. So its owner doesn't find out that it's gone missing.
How about a persuasion check?
Oh, that's right up my alley.
Yep, I figured.
If I can get down, there we go. Persuasion. I only get a plus 13, so 32.
Wow. Okay. So he believes you, and it's like, oh, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. This guy knows what he's talking about. And he says, well, it fluttered through that little hole in the cave there. Not sure where it went. If you'd like, I can find out where it is. And you see him.
It's what I've been trying to ask you this whole time.
Well, he didn't know. He thought you were just invading his hidey hole and talking about breaking his concentration and stuff. And so he takes a bit of fur out and waves it around, and he starts muttering, which his muttering starts to become more intentional, like that of an incantation versus the muttering he was doing earlier. And he concentrates for a little bit and says, seems he's currently in the court of air. Only tiny birds are able to break the magical barrier of Candlekeep and fly over her walls, though now that I've broken my concentration, he's not a tiny bird anymore. But that's likely where you'll find him.
Oh, it's very bad.
Okay.
How
far is that from where we are?
Yeah, how far is that?
Oh, not too far. I could lead you there. I know a ton. I know a way. I can take you there.
That would be amazing. That'd be fantastic.
I also have a way to get there right now.
Oh, you do? How's that?
Dimension door?
Oh, yeah, you do. That's true. Because you can just go to a place that you know, like...
Yeah, that I'm familiar with that's within 500 feet.
Oh, yeah. So you could probably just be like, see ya. And,
I think I can take one of you guys with me. Let's see. Yeah, I can bring along an object. Dun-dun. I can also bring one willing creature of my size or smaller.
You take me, I can polymorph it to like a turtle or something. So it doesn't fly away.
That would be really good. All right, so I'm gonna use.
I guess I'll hang out with the dwarf then. Precious bunch of bastards. It's fine. Just leave the two dwarfs to hang out. It's cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use a dimension door with Juan to take us to the court of air, and see what kind of chaos is happening over there.
Okay.
Why don't you guys take the long way around? We'll meet you there.
Okay, so
All right.
so
No problem.
So okay,
Guess
all
I'll
right.
talk to this guy.
We're doing a
for
little bit
while.
of a split the party. It sounds like so. Wanjik and Ivoret are dimension dooring to the court of air. Meanwhile, Targillian is hanging out with this crazy dwarf, taking the long way. Right? Is that what's happening?
I might talk to the dwarf a little bit about some magic, since he's so magical.
Okay. So then let's.
I'm a little bit curious about all those sarcophagus and why they were trying to come to life, and about that other room where you can speak to spirits. And I guess, long story short, I want to see if I can see if it would be of any benefit to us to go and see if he can communicate with those guys, or if he even cares to do that while they're chasing this basilisk, because Targaryen really doesn't care about that thing. He's just like,
okay, cool. So I'm gonna jump back and forth a little bit here. So right now there's no Targillian. Oh, hold on. So let's take him out of here. Yeah, so Ivoret and Wanjik, you dimension door to the Court of Air, and that's what you're seeing here on the screen, and let me tell you what you see when you appear there. So you see this large stone courtyard is the section of Candlekeep that does not contain the Grand Library. Most who visit Candlekeep only ever see this section of the forest. In order to pass through the Emerald Door into the inner ward of Candlekeep and visit the Grand Library, you must come very highly recommended from somebody of power, be an intellectual of great influence, or have done a favor for the Avowed. Here there is lodging, shops, and the Pillars of Pedagogy, where the Avowed bring books from the Grand Library to those visiting Candlekeep. The Pillars of Pedagogy, which aren't on the map, but they would be to the right of the map. Let's see. They contain many reading rooms that have a permanent silent spell cast on them. Right now, it is very quiet, and most of the light is made by the moon above. In the center of the courtyard, you see a tall humanoid figure with flowing robes, and you can't make out its details, but only its silhouette. It stands there, hunched over, staring at you, its arms dangling at its side. Arms that appear to grow in size the farther they dangle and end in very large claws. So it's just kind of like doing this, staring at you all. It just stands there, bent to one side, looking in your direction, not moving. And so that's what you see, but you also see next to it Ragnar, the Basilisk, but he doesn't seem to be moving. And the figure is pointing a wand at it, which you see it then holster to its side, and Ragnar isn't moving. Now I'll let you think on that. We'll jump back to Targillian in the cave hallway, just chatting it up with his cousin, long-lost cousin probably. You want to know about the corpses and the weird room, right?
Well, I'm assuming we'd start toward here, and then Targillian notices he's into magic and books, and so he starts hitting him really hard with pretty much questions about this room, those corpses in the sarcophagi, and he wants to know about that green dragon, or that spectral dragon head, and if it has contacted that thing.
So how about you give me a first of all, give me a persuasion check just to see how much he's willing to warm up to you and share stuff with you.
That would be 3.
He is feeling very uncomfortable and paranoid, still muttering to himself about his hidey hole as he leads you along. And now you're asking him questions, which feels like a little bit of an interrogation. He's not a big fan of it, and he seems to be kind of ignoring you a little bit. Do you keep
I guess
going?
I'll start telling him about the time I went to hell. Let's see if that has any interest to him.
Okay, so you start telling him the story of you going to Avernus?
Yep.
That doesn't seem to help.
And then I tell him about the unicorn.
Okay. He's interested in unicorns. Unicorns are interesting. You tell him the story about how you got the unicorn?
I tell him about the unicorn, how we got the unicorn, how the unicorn was trapped and we rescued it, and we have no idea what the ramifications are of that. Almost trying to lead him into being interested at all of anything he's trying to say.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that would catch his attention, them being magical creatures and everything.
It's like magical creatures, man. The last magical creature I saw, it was a ghost dragon. It was right here. You seen that thing? That's crazy, right?
Oh, you must be talking about Miram. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Miram. That Miram was...
Yeah, she...
Holy crap. She said she knew me. I was like, what?
Well, yeah, your reputation around here it's you guys got mixed reviews, but people know who you are. Yeah, she's great. She's a very good conversationalist. I've had many conversations with her over the years. She tends to just be kind of interested in, the news of the world and what's going on outside of
Yeah,
Candlekeep.
she's a real spectator, isn't she?
However, I never really leave Candlekeep, so I don't really have much news about what goes on outside these walls. But
Trapped here too?
no,
Or is that a preference?
I just like to keep to myself.
Keep to Candlekeep. Oh, I see what you're doing there. That's pretty good.
He doesn't know what you're referring to.
Okay. Must be from the Battlehammer clan.
Warming up to him a little bit. He.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm like, so, and then I'm gonna end my questions here. So that dragon thing showed up right before we walked into this like crazy zombie sarcophagus. We're all moving, like they were all upset. Are they always like that?
He looks very concerned, and frightened by what you're saying, and
Oh yeah.
says, "No, that should not be. That should be a very restful, peaceful place. There shouldn't be any movement or anything going on in there."
It's crazy stuff. That's a bad thing, huh?
Yeah. I don't like this. I don't like that at all.
Oh, is there something we can do to help, maybe?
I don't know. I might have. I think I'm just gonna stay in the hidey hole and not worry about it. Somebody will
You
find
can't
it.
just sit and watch things pass you by.
They'll take care of it.
Is that what the people of your books did? No, they experienced things. Get the hell out of here.
Somebody will take care of it. I don't need to get.
Oh yeah, yeah, me and you, brother, cousin, whatever.
Yeah, and then as you're talking, you get to there's a grate in the ceiling that leads up to the court of air. Going back to Ivared and Wanjik. So yeah, I had described to you what you all see. How do you want to proceed as this thing is just standing there staring at you all?
I'd like to do an Arcana check to see if I can tell what they're doing to the Basilisk.
Okay.
But I rolled bad. It's only an 11.
Okay. Yeah, with an 11, you're not sure exactly what
I'm like,
is going on. Yeah.
that might be magic. Is that
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
probably hold person or something. I'm gonna walk up close to these guys and just be like, "Hey, sorry for the inconvenience. That's our basilisk. We're gonna go ahead and turn him to not be a basilisk and go ahead and take him home. If you could release him, that'd be great."
And the figure simply just looks at you and says, in a very breathy voice, just, "No."
All right. Well, I'm gonna ask you nicely one more time to let the basilisk go.
And he responds with, "Master says you must die."
I'm going to use one of my boons and try to intimidate this guy and just say, "Your master's no concern of mine. Let the basilisk go."
Okay. And so you see the figure, this, again, you're just seeing the silhouette of this figure, and you see its shoulders like bump back in surprise, and Ragnar then appears to be released and starts to make his way back towards you.
Okay, I'm going to cast Polymorph on Ragnar.
Okay.
Ah, dang it. I lose concentration and I'll turn back into a basilisk.
Oh.
I don't want to put it in my pocket and have to turn back into a basilisk.
Oh, that's true, yeah. That would be bad.
Let me think for 1 second. What's gonna do? I can. He's ran back to like our side, like, I'm glad to be back with my homies.
Yeah, he seems to recognize you and back towards you. He's still visibly upset and snorting and kind of kicking his head back and things like that, but he's back towards you at least.
Alright, I'll reach into my bag and grab a snack roll of some sort that I
Okay.
had, just kind of toss it to him, like, here you go, buddy.
Okay, so he gobbles that down.
And then I just say thank you for your time, and then I just start to walk away.
Okay, Ivoret, are you doing anything?
Yeah, I'll kind of move up by them and try and help guide the basilisk toward the door.
I guess I want to try to start walking away just a little bit to see what that figure is going to do.
Okay.
Kind of in my mind, I'm thinking if he doesn't do anything, I'll polymorph Ragnar into like a small turtle or something, put him in my pocket, and then take him on home. But if this guy's going to be trouble, I need to make sure I can react accordingly.
Okay. Yeah.
That's kind of the mental action I'm readying. Like, how's this going to go down in my mind?
So seeing you move towards the dimension door, he does not like that. He steps into the light a little bit, and you see a very tall, undead-looking, not completely skeletal, still some saggy skin coming off these bones, but the face itself is definitely skeletal with flowing robes. He moves towards you all. Here. And he's moving towards you, of course, forcefully. And I'm going to say, well, what do you want to do in response?
I'm just gonna take this as an attack.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast Call Lightning.
Okay, so let's go ahead and roll initiative then.
Okay. I've got 12.
12.
11.
11. Targelian's not there yet, but I'm going to have you roll initiative anyways.
17.
Okay. Okay. Then Ivoret had the 12, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, he's moving towards you, towards the party. He sees you definitely readying your spell there, and he swings his claws towards you, Ivored. And that is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah. So you'll take 20 piercing damage.
That's too much.
And then also need. Then also you are currently grappled by his claw.
Okay.
So that means that you will probably have disadvantage when it comes to. Well, no, it's actually the condition. Let's see.
Yeah, I think I probably can't do any casting that would require movement.
Yeah, I would give you disadvantage on those, I think. But you can
Make
try.
a strength check to
Yeah,
like
on
get
your
out of the grapple
turn, you
on
can
every
make
turn?
strength checks to try to get out. Otherwise,
I think you can roll strength, or you can choose. So I was looking at grappling earlier. You can use either strength to escape or dexterity. You get to choose.
Okay. Yeah, so you
Both
do that
are
in your
bad,
turn to
so-
get out. Otherwise, things will be with disadvantage.
Those are garbage.
So it advances up on you. You see this giant claw move towards you, taking a lot of piercing damage, and then you're also in his clutches. That brings us to I've read your turn.
I will use dexterity to try and get out then.
Okay.
What do we get here? I got nat 20.
Okay.
22.
Nice. That's great. And then if you have a bonus action, you have any spells to do like a bonus action or anything like that?
Not that are even worth doing, I don't think. Let me look here. One action, 1 minute. Nope, they're all one action or more.
All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure breaking a grapple is that's an action. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
I think it is.
So I'm gonna go to Juan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an idea what I want to do. Let's double check if I can do that first. I'm curious. Use action to escape, yeah. Dexterity or acrobatics check contested by their strength.
Got it.
Yeah, so it takes up your action. Okay, so one sees what's going on, and he's like, I've had enough of this.
Mhm.
And he puts up his two fingers like this in front of him. You see on his fingers are tattooed sideways an M and an S kind of on his fingers. And they start to glow and brighten up, and he goes, hand on hip, and goes, ah. Mass suggestion.
Okay.
Casting. He's like, adorable, listen to what I have to say.
Yeah. Nice.
So he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is this a spell that causes him to be charmed?
Yeah, so if he's not able to be charmed, he's immune to the effect.
Yep, he's immune to being charmed. So you try it, and it's adorable, but he does not respond in any way whatsoever. Oh man. Yeah. So
You want to burn a 6 level spell.
yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, brother.
There you go. Thanks a lot, GM.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. All right. So then, Targilian, you pop your head out this grate.
Oh, hey, before I pop out, I just want to look back down at this other dwarf and be like, listen, you can either read books and hoard that knowledge, or you can take what you learn and use it and maybe be part of one of their stories.
And,
It's your choice.
He looks at you and says, "I'll do the former," and then he leaves. And he goes back to his hidey hole.
Not to sell.
And you hear him muttering down the hall about his hidey hole as he walks down there.
These southern dwarves.
So what do you do? You're now on the board over here.
All right, where at?
Yeah, over in that left side.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right here.
Okay. Okay. Dude, what is my movement? 30, 25. I'm gonna move 25 out and down towards the attacker. You know, not our beloved dog. And since I can't reach, I'm gonna throw my dwarven thrower.
Okay, do it.
I will do it. first one is 19 to hit.
That hits.
8 damage.
Okay.
Second is 17 to hit.
17 hits. Did you say 9 damage for the first one?
Yes. No. 8.
Got it. All right. Yep. Second one hits.
And then this one's 9 damage. And then
Okay.
he throws it one last time.
Yep.
21 to hit.
Yep.
And 8.
Okay.
Good thing he's got 3 throws.
Yeah, all 3 hit. So the rest of the party, you see Targillion pop his head out of this grate and run over and throw his axe 3 times. All hit, but he's standing still pretty strong. And so now I need...
It's a hammer.
Let's see here. I need Juan, it looks like, to make a Constitution saving throw.
Critical fail.
Oh, jeez. Well, that sucks.
It can't all be 20s.
Does the basilisk eat him?
So, all of a sudden, a shadow emanates and bursts out from this creature. You take 34 necrotic damage, and as the shadow dissipates, he reappears over here.
Cool. Super cool.
Yeah, and that's what happens. That brings us to Ivored.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and move a little bit here, and then I'm gonna use one of my 5th level slots and cast Call Lightning.
Okay.
On this very location where the enemy is. So that is a dexterity saving throw of 17.
Dexterity saving throw of 17, you say. That is a fail.
Okay, so he takes
Siri's talking to me about something.
33 damage.
33, okay.
Yeah.
And what spell was this?
Call Lightning.
Call Lightning. Okay,
But I
nice.
cast it at 5th level. And then dun, 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 each creature within 5 feet, that's only the one. And let me see, I think it lasts too. On each of my turns until the spell ends, I can use an action to call down another lightning strike.
Very cool. Okay. Very nice. Which is very apropos. I don't know if any of you guys have read the Name of the Wind books. I'm on the second one, and he just literally called down lightning last I read, so I have that picture in my head. So I've read, what is the means by which you call down lightning? Do you strum your lute? Like, what does it look like?
Ooh, what's happening?
Yeah. So that one's just one high note on the lute.
Okay. It's like way up there on the fretboard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Zap.
and then lightning striking down. That's awesome.
That's terrible.
Yeah. So as this creature burst into shadow and appeared somewhere else, Ivored hits a little dink on his lute, which causes lightning to come down. He can't get out of the way in time, and it seems to do pretty significant damage to him, which then brings us to Wanjik.
All right. Based upon what we've seen, do we feel like fire still is not great out here?
Yeah, you would think so.
Okay. That's what I thought. I thought that. I'm pretty sure as well.
Yeah, you thought that.
Okay. But knowing that kind of the damage that these other guys took, I'm going to move. Oh gosh.
You also took pretty significant damage yourself, too.
Yeah. I'm gonna move up this way. Okay, up here. And I'm going to cast Cone of Cold at him.
Okay.
He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. It's 14.
That does not beat it.
Okay.
So he'll take 8d8 cold damage. So 1, 8, 13, 20, 1, 27, 30, 31 cold damage.
Okay. All right. And as you do that, you notice that the cold doesn't seem to affect him as much as you thought it would. And still, he is taking damage, but it doesn't. You're feeling like you're just not on your game today. Your fireballs aren't going anywhere. The damage that you've been dealing just doesn't seem to be doing as much damage as you thought they were doing. But he still takes some damage.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Let me just double check. See if it has something I can do as a bonus. I don't think so though. No, yeah, it's my turn.
Okay. So that brings us to Targillion.
Alright. I'm gonna run up to the creature and attempt to grapple a grappling pin.
You're going to attempt to grapple him, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it depends. Actually, how big is this creature?
Large.
I think I can go up to one size bigger than me, and that's
That
it.
would be it then. Yep. All right. Go for it.
Okay, so it's a strength contest.
Okay. What'd you get?
I'm looking for it still. Oh, right there. 13.
He got 21.
Oh, yeah, 13. No, 21? Oh, well, I'm going to try again.
So are you up on him right now then, right?
I'm on him, yeah.
Okay.
21.
21. What are you trying to do now that you're up on him? You're attacking?
I'm trying to grapple and pin him.
Well, you already tried that and it didn't work. So unless you got something that's a bonus action.
I guess I only have one action, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Those others are attacks. That's it.
Yep.
Then.
Okay. That's it. So you try to grapple him, but it doesn't seem to work too well. Let's see what happens. So that's a 17 plus 8 to hit, and Targillion there, and that's a 14 plus 8 to hit. And I need you to. So in response to you trying to grapple him, he smacks you twice with his giant claws. You take 40 piercing damage, and now you are now grappled in his grasp.
Okay.
So you all see Targillion now, this shadowy undead creature holding Targillion in his claws. That brings us to Ivor.
I got him, you guys. Don't worry.
You got him right where you want him.
Yep. It's all part of the plan.
I've read you're up.
Okay, so I'm gonna start by just kind of yelling out, like, "Hey, Mira, this might be a time for you to show up because I get that you don't like us very much, but you probably don't like this thing a lot more. I don't know what it is."
That
And
is a good
then
point.
I'm gonna call down. Ooh, I don't want to shock Targillian.
I can take it.
That's something a dwarf would say.
So I'm gonna use another 5th level slot and cast my faithful hound next to the guy here,
Okay.
and I'll use that dot. Actually, there's a better. Can you take that thing off? Because there's a better picture.
Yeah. we can do that. Okay.
I think that one's better.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna call him in, and then I'm gonna move away myself a little bit. So
Okay.
I don't have any reason to be that close.
Yeah. You're seeing that being close is probably not advantageous.
That's what I'm starting to gather.
Yeah.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. You want to give me a persuasion check?
Yeah. I got natural 1. So I mean it still was a total of 20, but it's
Okay.
a natural. Oh no, it's a 7.
A 7.
Sorry, the D&D Beyond dice are weird. But yeah, 20 total.
20 total. Okay. All right. Good to know. All right. That's your turn?
Yes.
Okay. That takes us to Wanjik.
I have a question. Is he grappling my character, or is it he restraining my character?
You are grappled.
Okay.
Yep. And so you can make the attempt to get out of that when it's your turn. So Juan, what do you want to do?
All right, I'm going to reach into my back area, grab my set of daggers again. I'm gonna toss them up into the air and cast animate objects on them.
Okay.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to have them attack him all at the same time.
Okay.
So to save time, what's his AC?
16.
16? Okay. I have a +8, so any of these are lower than an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them didn't hit. So of the 10, 6 of them hit.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. D4. Basically, they do 1d4 plus 4 damage. So times 4 is 24 plus 15, so 39 damage total.
Okay. What kind of damage is it?
I think it
Piercing?
would just. I guess it's up to you because it would either be just melee attack damage, like just like bludgeoning, or because they're daggers, if you want to do piercing damage.
Yeah, I would
that's
say
up to
piercing, which again, same thing. They hit. They make damage, but not quite as much as you were hoping or thought that they would.
Okay.
Yep. And
you. That's my turn.
that's your turn? Okay. So the battle's ensuing, everything's happening. Ivored shouts out, "Hey, Miram, this might be a good time," right? And sure enough, you, Ivored, are so persuasive. that you see the spectral dragon head appear in the corner there, and she moves up to this creature. Whoa.
Who decided to show up?
And not to spoil everybody's fun, but there was a natural 20 that I just rolled for Miriam's attack. She's doing her bite since she can't really do her breath weapon, seeing that Targillion is in his claws.
I hate dragons.
So seeing that Targillion is in its grasp, it refrains from using a breath weapon, but instead bites down, and the jaws of Miriam completely engulf this creature, and you see it dissipate in shadow completely. And Miriam, her head continues and goes through the floor of the Court of Air. She disappears, and as well as in a puff of shadow, this creature that you've been fighting disappears as well. And then everything goes quiet.
All right.
Yep, just like that.
Yeah, we should probably just get the Ragnar back to the bar as quick as we can.
Okay.
I'm
How do you
gonna
guys?
cast polymorph on him
Okay.
and turn him into it's a small turtle. Because if he gets out, I don't want him to be able to run too far.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like a little small, little box
He's
turtle.
just a small turtle with 8 legs.
And glowing eyes. Yeah. And like little insects as you pass by, all of a sudden turn to stone as you carry him.
So what do we do about this hole in the wall?
You know, Targillion, how do you do with stonework? You know, we should just put a door.
I'm pretty. He just shoves. Maybe we should just shove all of these statues up against it.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we
A
make
door,
a door,
that's good.
then we could use that one like meditation room.
Oh, I've got it. Targillion goes and comes back, and he has strung a bunch of rocks together in a line, and it hangs a bunch of lines from the top. This
Like a
rock
beaded curtain.
bead sort of curtain. It's
Yeah.
like, yes,
Oh no.
yeah. I learned this from my trip to the Underdark. It's very groovy.
Yeah, so you're all down there, kind of putting things back together, and that's when Bazoon comes back into the tavern, and he knows it's quiet, but can hear some shuffling coming from the basement area, and he goes down there, and he's just like, "Hello? Anybody here?" And he starts to make his way down into the basement.
Hey, Bazoon. Nothing.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Nothing happened.
What do you
What-
start with that
what do you
for?
mean? Are you saying that I would have maybe thought that something did happen? What are you doing down here?
Well, so
Welcome home, Bazoon! Hey! It's a welcome party. We sculptured you these statues and stuff.
You made
Made
these.
your store.
Very nice. Very realistic.
Well, Boz, it looks like some of the Enduring tried to break in again, but this time they broke in through where Ragnar was.
What?
And kind of ran amok.
You're not serious, are you?
Yeah, no, we got him back though. Right now he's a turtle. There he is,
Did,
small turtle.
did
But I
anyone?
can't keep him a small turtle for very long, so
You
we
can't-
need to patch up this hole. So we can...
You can't be serious.
back.
This really
But
happened.
he was a good boy. He got out and we ran into some trouble, but he stayed. and he did a good job. He was for a giant basilisk. He was a good boy.
Did anyone see ya? So the avowed no.
Lots of enduring saw us and saw the might of our blades, and then a dragon who's protecting Candlekeep did threaten to oust us to the vow, but didn't. I hope not. We'll find out. But
This is not news that
I was there.
wanted
It
to
just
come
didn't even
back
make any
to.
sense to me.
And he's just like, I leave for one journey, and I come back, and all this chaos ensues.
Oh yeah.
hey, if you're back, does that mean Eric's back too?
You don't see him yet, but
Maybe he could come and just keep Ragnar busy while we
Yeah.
back up this hole. Keep him complacent.
Yeah. Any last things you guys say or do as you're having this interaction with Bazoon is very not happy to hear this news. Not necessarily angry at any of you, but like that's a lot to take in after just coming back.
It is a lot. It is a lot. Yeah.
Bazoon, you've been here a lot. Have you met Miriam yet?
Miriam, I don't know a Miriam. She
Spectral dragon ghost.
What? What?
Here, look. She's kind of like this. She's like, "Oh, I'm a dragon. I'm a big and scary, but I don't want to help you." Oh, wait, you changed your mind. Any Jocelyn? Anything there?
I've seen some strange things over the past couple weeks, but I didn't see nothing like that.
Maybe you and I
Neither
could
did we.
go to the library and do some research on spectral enchantment and see if we can't
Research, you say?
help
He likes
Miriam out,
that.
you know.
Yeah. So, if
Tony Gillian doesn't want to tell Bazoon about the other dwarf that's hiding in his hidey hole, and be like, this dwarf needs help, man.
and for Bazoon, he's just like, this is all very, very overwhelming. I think I need to
It
go.
seems there's some secret corridors that we don't really know about, and it seems like the Enduring may be using them to their own gains or something.
That's not the kind of news I was hoping to come home to.
Sorry. We didn't even ask about your trip. How was it?
Yeah, how was
Great.
your sailing trip?
Wonderful.
It was a lot. I had a little bit of a existential crisis before I left. I may have
Invisible Island.
said some things that I didn't mean, and I'm feeling good. But now I feel a little overwhelmed with all of this. I think I'm gonna go lay down for a little bit, and we'll talk more, and we'll catch up in the morning. This is a lot to take in. And he wanders back upstairs. Now, if you guys want to, you can be thinking about it, and then we can catch up on it the next game. But if you want your character to be taking any of his downtime to explore any of the things that we covered, whether it be trying to talk to Miriam, checking out that mysterious room with the spoke wheel and the tile work, or checking out the catacombs, anything like that in your downtime, next game I'll ask about it, see if you guys did anything, and I can reveal some more information related to anything that you guys do during that downtime. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Cool. That's what I have for this adventure. That's it. Before we wrap up, does anyone have any final thoughts or questions or anything about anything that happened that I can answer for you?
Boy, this place is full of a bunch of jerks.
Yeah. Be thinking there's a lot that happened in this particular adventure that may seem unrelated or unconnected, that that actually is that if you want during, like I said, during your downtime to explore some of those rooms, ask some questions, we can catch up on all that next adventure, which I think, Tony, you're actually doing the next adventure. So we can take a few minutes before you start yours just to see if you guys did anything during your downtime. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. So
Sweet. That was awesome, man. Thank you.
thanks.
Yeah, that was
fellas.
a good time.
Yeah, thanks for.
I
joining me.
like this. What are we playing on?
Oh, it's Owlbear Rodeo. Yeah,
I mean,
it's pretty cool.
woohoo.
Yeah, well, I gotta say, as somebody who like literally logged onto it for the first time after we started, it works really well.
Yeah,
It's not as like complicated as like D20.
I was just gonna say, Roll20 is like
Yeah, roll 20.
when I not to say anything bad, but I will. I just feel like throwing my computer through the window whenever I use Roll20. But
Well, that was kind of how I felt when I had tried to do it before. Was just like it seems cool, but like I have to learn a whole new thing. All the players would have to learn
it's
how to use
a
it.
lot.
And I was like, I already have enough barriers to getting people to play. I don't want to add that extra one.
And that's why I was sold on this one, because even though like you can't do video and there's some things that you can't do, like it's so easy to use that I was like, yeah, this is the one for sure. Yeah.
The Fog of War for Owlbear is really intuitive too. It works really well.
Yeah, and then the maps I used incarnate, spelled with a K instead of a C, and it's freaking badass. All these maps were made on there, which are just pretty cool.
So cool. I
Yeah.
mean, if you
Yeah,
guys
they've got a good style.
Yeah, we might even like from time to time, like even at the table, have everyone pull up the Owlbear Rodeo, because it's just like so easy. But
yeah, I mean, if someone's listening to this, which I don't know why they would, but if they are and they've never used any sort of like digital sort of interface for D&D, I never have, and just looking at it, like I'm not even using it, but it's just like basically it's just like a super simple version of like a Photoshop style
yeah,
or
so
any
there's cool
graphic
things
style,
like.
and you just drag and move your pieces around a digital board.
So we didn't use
Nothing
anything,
like
but
to
let's
it.
say like Wanjik was casting something that's a 15-foot cone. I could create
Oh, nice.
a cone,
Yeah.
put it there. Like I've created those spheres earlier.
So it's giving you basically like these visual colored red templates to show you like cones, how
Yeah.
far something can spread. And
Line.
earlier he used the sphere so we could see sort of this transparent red sphere of what was darkened. That was cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
it's pretty sweet. So yeah, we'll probably try to
Nice
utilize
job,
this more.
Owlbear.
Cool. Oh, sweet notes. I didn't know you could do that. There's probably a lot of stuff I need to
See, he's-
figure out.
he's
Yeah,
learning
well, and I
things
think
already.
even the drawing stuff, if you click on that red circle, you can change color.
Yeah.
There's also a cool thing that it doesn't really show on. I can't show it on the screen, but John can is like a ruler, and you can kind of draw at a point and see how far away something is. You can determine if you're close enough or far enough away to it.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, I
So now we
noticed-
can see if somebody's cheating or not.
Yeah,
Like,
it
oh,
does
there
kind of
you
measure
go.
a little bit weird because it counts like diagonal movement is the same as lateral movement until it's
Right.
like further than the other directions of like you're 15 feet horizontal. If you go up, you're still 15 feet. Like
Okay.
you're still at 60 feet until you break that diagonal border.
Also, my grid on my map is probably not exactly the same as Owlbear
I
Rodeo's
noticed
grid.
that also.
Yeah.
It doesn't match up to like the Owlbear grid because the measurements were like a little wonky.
Yeah.
But it's still like it even just the most basic version, it works really well.
Because I don't
too
want
many
something
colors.
super complicated.
Dude,
like-
we're having a party in the bar.
yeah.
Oh my god. It's just their disco partying up in there. Oh crap.
Cool.
Oh man.
Well, thanks, guys.
Well, that was fun, you guys. I'd like to do this again. Like it's fun to do it in person, but if you're not able to, this is really like
well, that's the thing. I
I
needed to scratch the itch. I wasn't gonna go through withdrawals again, waiting for our next game. So I had to
Jonathan has
throw
issues.
something together.
He's got
Yeah,
D&D
and actually,
issues.
I was a little worried at first. I was like, "Ooh, we got a weird party, like 2 casters and a
yeah.
fighter," but it went okay.
Yeah. I may
Yeah, I
have,
did. It went pretty good. Your guys' magic was garbage in there. For the
Yeah,
most part.
how close
yeah, it
was
just kept shutting it down.
how
it was
close
cool.
was Ivoret or
That was good.
Juan? Like, what was their health looking?
I still had like 50,
Okay.
so not super close to dead. But I mean, when I took that 20, I was like, okay, I should probably like take this a little seriously.
Yeah, that's cool. And I think if you hadn't convinced Miriam to show up, it may have gone a little different.
A little sketchier, yeah.
Oh, I would have died for sure.
Yeah,
okay
you were
now.
still in his clutches.
That's my goal. I'm trying to kill these characters, but Jonathan won't kill them off.
If you want me to kill him, I'll kill him.
I'm like, I'll block it with my face.
He just he chokes on some pie or something, and then he's dead. That's it.
Kill him. They're too annoying. All right, you guys. I'm gonna go. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I'll see some of you guys shortly.